Alright, welcome back to the video, everyone. And welcome back to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe, click the notification bell. If y'all are liking these Market Cipher update videos, I'm going to try and be consistent with them. Just trying to grow the channel how I can. I think y'all are liking them. I'm starting to get a few views here and there. But okay, so here's one thing. I know that we've been upside down in these markets, man. I mean, it's just been pretty crazy. I'm gonna get back to that tweet here in a little bit from Plan B, but let's take a look at the charts and let's see what Market Cipher is telling us right now. So let's go to our daily, or let's start on the lower time frames and just kind of get an idea of what's happening. So I'm gonna turn on my short and longs and then my buy, well, sell indicator. Let's go to the 15-minute. Let's start here. And then I did want to throw on some EMAs as well too, that I have been told to look at. So our 15 minutes not looking too good right now with the blood diamond being put in. CryptoFace did come out with another video earlier today while he was in his short, basically saying that he is still looking for another short opportunity, I think. So we can see that we put in 2 green dots down here, but we started to make our momentum wave to the upside a little bit, but we did have a little bit of a blood diamond here as well, which is an indication that we could go further down. That's the 15-minute. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute had that yellow X manipulation, shot us all the way down there. Okay, so now we are trying to work our way back up with the bullish divergence here as well. Let's take a look at the hour. 2 big green dots with the yellow X that took us back down here at our support line. 10x long being put in with the buy signal. 2-hour buy signal as well. That's a pretty good indication that we could start to curve up a little bit here. Big green dot. So let's take a look at our 4-hour. 4-hour pretty heavily oversold here with our momentum all on the downside here. And so we are about to have a green dot here in a little bit, big green dot, which is an indication that selling will subside for a little bit. No buy signal yet. Let's take a look at our 6-hour. 6-hour heavy sell-off pressure here, playing out, looking to put in another green dot. Honestly, this is all manipulation, y'all. These yellow X's are basically just telling me that they're having fun with us right now. So this is all manipulation happening pretty much. Our 8-hour yellow manipulation, yellow X manipulation, right? Further downside, another big green dot should be happening here. 10-hour. Yeah, guys, the whales are just having fun with us right now. And probably some of these miners are selling off, so I'm not sure how the capitulation factor is looking. 12-hour big green dot, waiting for another big green dot. Let's zoom in on this 12-hour here. VWAP hasn't started to curve up just yet. We are starting to get an RSI that's ready to cross, which means that we could turn green for a little bit. A lot of sell-off pressure though. This red RSI is indicating that this is a buying opportunity. So once we start to cross, it's going to be obligated for more selling pressure, possibly. We shall see, depending on how big of a move to the upside. I'm kind of curious though about when that RSI does cross, about how big of a move we think it could be. So as you can see here, this was all selling opportunity, but we had a big run up there. Take a look at the 1 day. Oh, that 12-hour did put in a 10x long again. So, that's just more confirmation to me that we're being manipulated, but at the same time, like, they can't push this thing, any lower than 6K. I don't think they can push it that low. They're not going to be able to. So that's my sentiment on it right now. The 1 day. looking to put in a big green dot soon enough, probably by this weekend. We can go into our 2 days, see what's happening. Probably more sell pressure. Yeah, I mean, if we end up coming all the way down here for another big green dot, man, that's just going to indicate some really big moves to the upside. You know, once we get out of all this, it's indicating some really big moves to the upside. So that 2-day would be a good one to keep an eye on, to see if we put in another big green dot. But I feel like we'll consolidate around here. We might come down and touch that 6,800 level. I don't know. 6,800 has been on my mind. I should probably draw that in here. Let me see. I should probably put a balloon in there about 6,800-ish, because that, for some reason, 6,800 has kind of been on my mind just a tad bit. So if anything, we could see some more sell-off pressure happen, and we come down to that 9,800 area, or 6,800. So it's another price marker for me here. Let me see. Try to put the dollar sign in front of it. So yeah, if y'all are interested in supporting this channel, Market Cipher is a paid for indicator. CryptoFace hasn't released an affiliate link for it just yet, but I think he'll be on that, and then y'all can sign up under my affiliate link if y'all like. Other than that, y'all can use the Bybit link down in the description, or have my browser, or my Brave browser affiliate link, and then also I have the Crypto tab browser as well, so you can mine BTC straight from your browser. You can take a look at that. So yeah, some other things I wanted to jump into were the capitulation factor, and I'm kind of curious. So while I'm on the 1-day chart here, I want to see what is going on with capitulation and that indicator that we have. So I will see, let me find the hash ribbons indicator. And so you can see here that we're starting to move into that capitulation factor, but and that could just mean more selling pressure, honestly. But I did kind of want to take a look back at some of these other indicators here. Honestly, like, we could just see something like this and then come clip back up, just a little bit of like sell pressure. Something like this here. Or we kind of consolidate in here just like this, and then we come back up. And that was during August 16th. See if I can find these charts. Okay, well, I'm not able to find it right now, but anywho, let's go back out to the weekly maybe. Yikes. Okay, there you are, BTC. Okay, so so yeah, this happened in July 2018, and let's see where this was at, because if this was right before that bull run, sheesh. Yeah, y'all. Okay, so honestly, this is something that is very plausible, that we just have some major corrective move and just a little bit of minor capitulation to then continue to the upside. This is an area and a time frame that I've been referencing a lot also too, based on our 200 daily moving average. But I'm going to pull up some other EMA ribbons also that I've been told to look at. So hash ribbon is capitulating a little bit, but who knows to say if we stay there that long. Okay, so then let's pull up the fund indicator. Let's pull up our BitMEX funds, see what's going on here. People are still pretty long right now. Oh, that's in the weekly, so let's check out the daily real quick. Still kind of long. Let's check out the 4-hour. Yeah, so 4 hours showing us that there's some shorts being put in. 6 hour. Let's check out the 12 hour. 12 hour. So people are starting to become a little bit more bearish, I think, right now, which is fair, because that was a pretty big sell-off as well. So another good indicator to use. Let's check out. Let's look into our EMAs that I wanted to look at. So if we go here to daily moving averages, and I think it's going to pull up 3 different moving averages for us. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and change this to daily moving averages are 50 and 100. So if I brighten these up just a tad bit, 50 and then our 100, and I make them more lines actually, and say okay. This is something that we have been kind of referencing just a tad bit, is our 50 and 100 daily moving averages. Okay, not sure why they didn't show up there, because I guess we just got to stay on the daily area here. Okay, so our 50 and 100 daily moving averages, we're waiting for those to cross, which could indicate a turn to the upside. The last time that this cross did happen was during another market cycle, so we want to see something about we consolidate and then start to move up. But the last time this happened was in our last kind of downwards trend area. So we saw that orange cross up, and then we want to see the orange cross up again. But this happened. Let me get rid of some of these here, get rid of this, stay focused here. So you can see these 2 moving averages here, and how much, I think it was back in the 2018, yeah, so right before we started our other major bull run, we did have these cross, and that's a good sign that once they cross again, that we could be in for a bigger move. So when we see that orange cross up, then that indicates that we are ready to take off again. So these are some moving averages that I'll keep an eye on to see if we will be getting a golden cross there. And I want to say there was another EMA or ribbon that was also crossing as a golden cross too as well. I can't remember what it was. I'll have to do some more research to find that for y'all. But that's one that I'm keeping an eye on. Okay, so one of the main things that really stuck with me this afternoon when I was doing some research after this big drop off and was on Twitter. Plan B came out with this tweet, and I'll read what it says. But we were waiting on the capitulation and what the miners were planning on doing too. He says 2% difficulty adjustment, no miner capitulation. Historically, blue followed by yellow/red indicates a temporary downwards difficulty adjustment. Hash rate and price have in the past increased from this point. So very bullish indication, but basically these blue dots that are being put in, followed by a yellow or a red, indicate that we still have some movement to the upside. And so as you can see here, followed by a green, that meant that we kept moving. Another blue followed by a red kept moving. Blue followed by red kept moving. Blue followed by red consolidated, then kept moving. Blue followed by red kept moving. Blue followed by green kept moving. Blue followed by blue. And I think this is basically just saying when the miners have to adjust for capitulation factors. But as you can see, we put in a blue and then a yellow, which last time we put in a blue and a yellow. I think they said this was the first time we actually put in a blue and a yellow. So what that means for me basically is that the adjustment wasn't as big of an adjustment needed, but that it was significant enough to still have us continue here. So I'm taking a look at this and thinking that this was close to a bottom, but that we could still go to that 6,800 area that I do have leveled out, or that I do have drawn out. But I think that this is a very telling indication that capitulation will not happen, and the EMA ribbons that, or the hash ribbons that I was using on the indicator for trading view with a little bit of red pointing in was also kind of just like a little bit of a fake out. So because I do believe that happened right around here as well, was that other red little capitulation factor, and then it switched colors, and this is followed. So honestly, I think that capitulation hash ribbons is going to be another kind of little bit of a indication that people are going to take into consideration. But it's like, how much do you want to consider it? When I would go with, like, Plan B is always putting out new content too, so y'all can check about his hash stuff that he puts out, and hash difficulty and stuff like that. So guys, like, direction can go either way, but I feel like we could hold support here, and this will be a good move to consolidate and have some bigger swings to the upside. I know CF was still kind of short, but who's to say? I mean, I'm just putting out market cipher videos for y'all. I'm just a person on YouTube. So, but if y'all want to support, go ahead, like, subscribe. If y'all are interested in me looking at other market, graphs, like other coins or anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what y'all want me to look at with market cipher, and I can run through some of that for y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, notification bell, blah blah blah, all that. Links in the description. Alright, I'll check with y'all again later on. Alright, peace.